All right, let's get the show on the road. Headed back to the hideaway after beating up Hugo. Welcome back, and if this is your first occurrence here, go to part 1. What are you doing? Catch up. I'll still be
Look
here.
at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Yeah. She can't keep going out.
I'll rest.
It's not like she was detrimental to that. But in fact, she caused a lot of problems. You know?
She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like.
Exactly.
Question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start.
Yeah.
If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right.
Good point.
Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do.
Think about that.
And you do the same, eh?
So easy to just think that power is limitless, you know? That there's
Jill.
no repercussions for it.
Listen to Taya.
Like ours.
I will.
Like,
Thank you.
we've obviously been doing this for a long while. What's going on with us? Are we degrading? Bolts from the blue. So I looked it up. Oh, the power of Earth. Oh yeah, because I got his the Titan essence. Tuning with Titan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Wind Up, a singular strike that increases in potency when charged. The Titan's feat. The Titanic block can be used to fend off most incoming attacks. Oh wow, okay. So now we actually have the ability to block. That's interesting. I forgot a little bit of what I was gonna say. Yep, can't remember. Oh yeah. Okay, so I looked it up. Damn, we've got. If we're gonna get all of them, this show's only like halfway, but right? That would be 1, 2, 3. Maybe there's only 7 that we can get. I don't know. But I saw from the main mission list that we're like 75% through the game.
Made it out alive.
Excluding
Kupka and his men had
the
their
prologue.
fun with more than a few.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Taya's making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is.
Who in the
All
hell?
right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
He just looks at
Just now.
her body and he's
What about
like,
your
mid.
studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rose area, all the canvass in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill.
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
Ha.
Little...
Yeah. Start walking.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Come on, Otto. Cough up. Yeah, so we're supposed to be 75% through the main story. I don't know. It feels like there's quite a bit left, but this got upgraded. This got upgraded. And this got upgraded. And so did this? Damn. Just spanking the shit out of enemies. Alright.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Huh?
For me?
Who else?
For somebody that has time to do them?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now.
So we just need materials?
I'll let you know if I need out else.
I've got tons of shit. Can I just give it to you? List of
Where's
materials
the
and
start?
supply kits.
Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
I got plenty of
Think you
gold,
can
so
find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it
really?
weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
All right. And
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a
It looks
commission
like
for
nah.
you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
I have to take the fucking elevator downstairs. This is gonna be the part where it's like, well, I'd love to, but I need this. And it's only found in this area. Right?
Good oil in this. Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
There it is.
Least I could do.
Make for Martha's Rest. Of course, alright. Let's freaking do it.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Where the fuck? Oh shit. Local map. Where? Oh, he's up here. Okay. There you are, Bernard.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, we need you to come back and work on some engineering stuff because our engineer doesn't know how to work with wood. Can you do that?
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Son of a bitch.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
I guess this will be a good chance to Test out my new rock shit. Let's get him, Torgal. Show him your fancy new moves, too.
This shouldn't take long.
Whoa, wait, can I only have 3 at a time?
This one.
So the gear and icons, god damn it. I can only have 3, okay. Well, we've done wind for a while, let's try Titan. What? You can't change it while in combat? Alright, well, fucking, maybe next time.
Get him. It's over. This one. Over here.
Come on, then.
Nice
Whoa.
try. Get him.
It's been a while since I parried anyone. Ouch.
Too slow.
Come on. Come on. Wow.
Nice try. Over here.
Come on. All right. 62,000 gold I'm never going to spend.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
Poor
I'm
fella.
sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Okay. Just for the future, I'm just gonna change this to tight. And then we can head back to the hideaway. Alright, Mid.
Alright, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope.
Don't ask, bro.
Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Well, that was fairly pointless. Alright.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
I kind of want to go to the blacksmith, see if there's anything new that I can whip up, you know? Real quick, I'm probably just going to spend my money on...
What can I do for you?
Platinum sword. Jesus, what the fuck? These... Honestly... Yeah. I don't know why they... I don't know. Yeah, I guess there's songs I could spend money on, but... I think it's okay, you know? Oh, wait a minute. I can buy this?
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
I'll just, yeah.
Finished,
buy
are
all
you?
those. Just to get rid of some of the money. I mean,
Clive?
I've got way too much.
What do you want?
Grindstone. That's what I want.
No scratches, right?
Hell yeah. Oh, and I can upgrade my shit.
Should last you a good while.
Hunter's arm cloths. I need Earth and Fury. Okay.
And?
Alright. Sounds good. Oh, Jill. How are you doing, honey?
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Okay. Gav? Gavin!
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Just been doing some
Where
shit.
did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Of course.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
What a good boy.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let's get some context on that one.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Fucking Torgal's a sexual fiend. Attacking people in their sleep. Can't be doing that. Sometime later. Alright, now what can we do with this space?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
In it?
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Okay.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till mid's away instead of talking.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it.
He's gonna
If
shit
anyone
when
can
he
piece
sees
this
my
puzzle
sword.
together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Should have taken his hands as trophies. Are we just gonna stand here and wait for her to figure it out?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Who could it be? Take a guess. Is it Mom? If it's Mom, I'll fucking kill her right here. Who is it? Who is it?
For your trouble. It was a
Oh,
pleasure.
it's our
in
uncle.
hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Wait, how did he find us? That was, No. Okay, so we did see him after the first hideaway. Yeah, because Sid wasn't with us. Meanwhile, Twinside. The seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace.
Audience check.
How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
So, she's married to him?
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
She gave him the credit?
You a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Because of the deal that they struck, she gave... What?
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
What an absolute fucking cock,
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
He doesn't give a shit.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
This guy needs to die
for
too.
Every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Dion?
She just smiles.
Yes, sire.
That fucking flower. Swear to God, if he eats it.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Well, at least we know Bahamut's not inherently a bad guy.
Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
What? Shadow of treachery?
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
They just... A group of people think he's just gonna betray him? God, I hate her so much, dude. We gotta get that kid out of there and fucking raise him right. We gotta raise that boy right.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
I couldn't tell you. But if he found his way over here,
The little ones have been up to their old
I mean, they definitely could, right? Byron, what the hell are you doing here, huh?
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
Okay.
As are
makes
you,
sense.
I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith.
I mean,
Which
not
is why
outlandish.
I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there?
Yeah.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
I don't even know what the fuck that means. It's more than Gil.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
All right, class is in session.
Come here
Teach
and I'll
me
show
all
you.
about it. There's only
It
2
is
crystals
known
left.
that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape?
It
Let
is
us
a
say
crystal.
That the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed,
days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So he just went with a different army?
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away.
I mean, we knew that they...
about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
So I guess it seemed a little more obvious to me.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
So it occurred to me just easier, and it's probably because we've had a broader scope of everything that's going on. Like, we get all the meanwhile stories. But it just seemed a little more obvious that the guy that picked him up and took him away was not part of his original, wasn't from the Dalmekians. That he was of a completely different army. And then the Waluders were also there when we showed up to get back to the team. Like, it's a completely different army that showed up, and they didn't know why they were there. I mean, as you put two and two together, it just made sense. So that's what they just discovered, or solidified, I suppose. They know for sure that the other army took him to safety, and his own army thinks he might be dead.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal.
I mean...
all I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to.
It is crazy. I thought it was a volcano.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Probably doesn't want any more manual labor. I feel that, Gav. It did just occur to me, though, that... let's take a look at the map here. So, this is the Mother Crystal for this place. That if his army thinks he's dead, and they were going down this way crying... whoops. Did not mean to do that. I meant to zoom out. Then these guys, the Waluders, must think... wait a fucking minute. No, these are the... oh yeah, okay. These are the Waluders, right? I think. And then this is where Mom is at. Mom and her new fucking terrible, absolutely horrible husband and sucking on a titty son. They must think he's dead because of the deal that they struck. They didn't say anything about him dying, but he didn't come back, and Sid is still alive, so I don't know. I don't know what they know, but the king seems to be in the way of betraying the Dhalmekians and taking pretty much everything that they have. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, but...
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Okay, well, that looks like that's probably going to be this episode. I hate to end it like this. I know that not a whole lot happened, or it was kind of just like a filler episode, but I don't really want to go over time. And I know I've probably already cut a bunch out because of, you know, just running from place to place and the fetch quests and shit like that. But even then, like, if this is going to be the start of another major plot point, I want that to kind of be enveloped in its own episode. So if you did watch this episode to its fullest extent, thank you for watching. I haven't said it the first however many times, but if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That helps me out a lot as somebody who doesn't hardly have any and would like to, you know, do this more often. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me, and I truly hope you see me in the next one.